Welcome to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube for the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Adrian College Bulldogs and your Piedmont Lions. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm Brett Loftus. Alongside me is Presley Field. We got some good lineups. Press, go ahead and give them the lineups for the Adrian College Bulldogs.
Adrian College batting leadoff shortstop would be Thomas Miller. Batting second center fielder is Ty Peck. Batting third, catcher gunner Rainey. Batting fourth, left fielder Brady Wood. Batting fifth, DHing is Angel Gutierrez. Batting sixth, playing right field would be Tristan Richardson. Batting seventh, playing first base is Joe Casale. Batting eighth, playing third base, Sean O'Keefe. And batting ninth, second baseman Jake Lehman. And on the mound, we'll have pitcher Luke St. Antoine.
That is how it looks for the Bulldogs today. For your Lions, starting in left field, senior number 4, Tyler Sheely. Behind the plate and batting second, Kyle DeJesus. Batting third, your second baseman, Jack Bartlewski. Batting cleanup, first baseman, James Whitmer. Batting fifth, center fielder Carter Ballstadt. Batting sixth, shortstop Scott Line. Batting seventh, third baseman Connor Jelly. Batting eighth, right fielder Zach Swindell. Batting ninth, designated hitter Harrison Trelick. And pitching today will be Jacob Valeroy. Valeroy is a sophomore, making his second start of the year for the Lions. First pitch on the way. That one's sent deep out to center field. Ballstadt will catch it just about 2 feet in front of the warning track. And we'll have a loud out number 1 here to start us off on this beautiful March the 3rd of 2021. First pitch, 4:59 p.m.
A lot better weather than we've had in the past couple days.
Yeah, great weather today. At first pitch in Demorest, Georgia, 66 degrees. Valeroy throws a first pitch strike there. That's going to be the 2-hole hitter, Ty Peck. Ty Peck has had multi-hit games in the first 2 games of this series. 0-1 delivery from Valeroy. Curveball that dances on the outside part of the plate there, and that will be strike number 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here, top of the first inning.
Yeah, for Val to prolong this outing, he's got to continue to paint that outside corner with that breaking ball right there.
0-2 delivery up and out of the zone there. Count now runs to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Last night, Peck able to go 2 for 3 at the plate, score a run, also drive in a run in the loss. Piedmont able to get their 5th win of the season last night, as Peck will send that one down the first baseline. Out of play, will do the 1-2 tango yet again. Piedmont won by a score of 10-5 last night. And in game 1 of the series, a 14-inning marathon in which Adrian was able to win by a score of 4-3. And that is how we get to the rubber match here. 1-2 delivery from Valeroy. Peck able to fight that one off. We'll do the 1-2 tango for yet the 3rd time here.
I'm really loving the intent Valeroy has out there on the mound right now. Not that he hasn't pitched well in the past, but he looks a little different than he has in his previous outings.
1-2 delivery yet again. That one's sent out to second base. Bartlewski fields it off a hop over to first to Whitmer. And that will be out number 2. 1 and 2. First and second at batters for the Bulldogs retired in order. Now stepping up to the plate, the catcher, gunner Rainey. Rainey able to rip a double down the line last night as he started in left field and went 1 for 3. He also scored one of the 5 Bulldog runs last night. Valeroy going to start him off with a first pitch strike there. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top half of the first inning. Yet another curveball. Lay it in the cradle. And that is the second straight batter that Valeroy has started out with an 0-2 count here. 0-2 delivery from Valeroy on the way. That fastball up and out of the zone there, run the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. DeJesus behind the plate, Whitmer at first, Bartlewski at second, Lyon at short, Jelly at third, left to right in your outfield, Sheely, Ballstadt, and the 5th-year senior Zach Swindell out there in right field. 1-2 delivery on the way. Beautiful curveball. Hit the center field. It's going to hang up too long, and that will be out number 3 here. 1, 2, 3, down they go in the top half of the first. Now it's time for the Lions to do their jobs on offense. Headed to the bottom of the first, still 0-0. You listen to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. 1, 2, 3 due up here to lead off the Lions in the bottom half of the first inning. Luck San Antone out on the mound for the Bulldogs of Adrian College today. The freshman from Grand Rapids, Michigan, has made 1 appearance in his career so far. That was 1 inning and a strikeout, none earned, no hits given up. St. Antone making his first career start today here in Demorest, Georgia. Now stepping up to the plate for the Lions, the senior left fielder, Tyler Sheely. Sheely will watch that one on the inner half, and it will be called strike number 1 here to lead off the bottom half of the first. Sheely 1 for 3 last night, scored 2 runs, had an RBI, also walked twice as well in 5 plate appearances. He'll take that curveball on the outer part, and that will even up the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Beautiful day here. Have some spectators in the stands here at the Milk Jug. If you'd like to attend a game, any outdoor contest at Piedmont in 2021, please, before you make the trip to Demorest, look on PiedmontLions.com and check out the spectator/fan policy. Make sure to check that out before you make the trip down here or up here, depending on where you're at, to Demorest, Georgia. 2-2 count now. Sheely has been known to be able to work the count there, Press.
Yeah, he has. It seems like almost every bat is a deep count. He's got real good plate discipline, real good eye for it.
He's going to send that one out to left field, and a diving play out there by Brady Wood. But he cannot caress it, as Tyler Sheely will lead us off with a single to start the Lions half of the first. And Presley, I thought he caught that baseball out there.
It looked like he caught the ball. I think it hit off his glove, and then he kind of just dropped it.
So a single for Tyler Sheely to lead us off here. Now stepping up to the plate, the senior backstop, Kyle DeJesus, and he will look at that one for a ball. 1-0 count here. DeJesus last night 0 for 2. He drove in an RBI when he got hit by a pitch. In his other 2 plate appearances, he was able to draw a walk. St. Antoine going to throw over there to Joe Cassell at first. But Sheely will get back in time here. 1-0 delivery to DeJesus will be ruled a ball. 2-0 count here to DeJesus. Around the diamond here for the Bulldogs, Rainey behind the plate. Cassell at first, LaMellon at second, Miller at short, O'Keefe at third, left to right, Wood, Peck in center, and Tristan Richardson, the fifth-year utility player, out there in right field today for Adrian College. St. Antoine throws a fastball in there low and away. DeJesus now ahead 3 balls, no strikes. That one's going to be on the inner half of the plate, and that's going to be the first strike to DeJesus. Count now stands at 3 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, that's one of the great things about Kyle and Sheely up at the top of the order. They both have great plate discipline and great eyes, and they're not going to swing at something out of the zone.
They check Sheely over there at first yet again, but he will get back in time. DeJesus sends one up in the air down the right field line in foul territory, and it will just drop in that no man's land down the right field line there, and we'll do the 3-2 tango for the first time in this at-bat. A beautiful day here in Demorest, as you can see there on your camera view. Doesn't get any better than this. Rubber match here, sunny and beautiful Demorest, Georgia. Full count delivery to DeJesus, sends one out to right field. It will fall right center field. Sheely's got a chance to score. He's rounding to third. Peck throws it into his cutoff man. DeJesus with a stand-up RBI double. And that will put the first run on the board of the game today. And that will be in Piedmont's favor. The Lions now lead 1-0 here in the home half of the first inning. Now stepping up to the plate for the Lions is going to be second baseman, the fifth-year senior, Jack Bartlewski. Bartlewski last night had a multi-hit game, 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored in the win. That one is off the plate there as Bartlewski will start off here with 1-0 count. Kyle DeJesus getting the Lions on the board early here against number 19 nationally ranked Adrian College. Bartlewski with a check swing there. It will go foul down that third base line. That will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Good.
Bartlewski looking at trade spots with Kyle out there.
That's what we would like for him to do. He's working the count now. That's going to run the count at 2 balls and 1 strike to the fifth-year senior transferred here from Oglethorpe University, a former Stormy Petrel, now a Piedmont Lion. And the Lions are glad that they have had him on their team this year thus far. 2-1 delivery. He takes that one. That's going to run the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. On the season this year, Jack Bartlewski hitting a solid average of .324. He's 11 for 34, and he has 1 homer and 7 RBIs in this early season. 3-1 delivery, sends one up in the air, down the left field line. It will stay in play. Brady Wood able to catch it just by that foul line down the left field line, and that will be out number 1 here in the bottom half of the first. DeJesus stays at place out there at second. Stepping up to the plate for the Lions, the cleanup hitter, first baseman James Whitmer. Whitmer last night 2 for 5 in his own right. Had a pretty good game. The sophomore first baseman getting back on track here as he is hitting .207 now on the season, 6 for 29. He also has 5 RBIs. He takes that one. That'll be a first pitch ball there. 1 ball, no strikes to the cleanup hitter. .1-0 delivery there, up and in. That will be ruled a ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
James has got a real good count to take a hack at something right here. See if he does.
Whitmer, the sophomore first baseman, attended Parkview High School. Waiting on the 2-0 delivery there. That will be off the plate, and Whitmer will now get ahead 3 balls to no strikes. Shealy led off the game with a single that went off the glove of Brady Wood out there in left field. DeJesus able to get a double and drive him home, and that's how we're at 1-0. Whitmer will take that one, as I'm sure he had the red light all the way there on the 3-0. That will now run the count to 3 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, Adrian already has some early action in the bullpen. They got number 31, Maxwell Denny, up and throwing in this early first inning.
Now Whitmer will draw a walk here. 2 runners on, 1 out. And mama, it's that man coming up to the plate. Center fielder, Carter Ballstat. Carter Ballstat, our player of the game last night as the junior center fielder from Gainesville, Georgia, went 4 for 5, scored 2 runs, and also had 1 RBI. 2 doubles and 2 singles. Ballstat been the player to watch thus far this year for the Lions. So he's going to take that one up and in. You get ahead in the count here, 1 ball and no strikes. Ballstat, the team leader in average right now, hitting a whopping .444, leading the team in hits with 16, also leads the team in doubles with 5. He's going to swing over that curveball, and that will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Ballstat also leads the team in RBIs with 9 and leads the team in total bases with 24. And he's also tied with the lead of home runs as he, Bartlewski, and Scott Lyon have all hit 1 each this season. That curveball sent down the line. It'll stay fair. The third baseman steps on the bag. O'Keefe steps on the bag for the out at third. Throws it over to Cassell. Cassell could not stay on the bag. So Ballstat will be safe at first base. Still a 2-out threat here. Runners on first and second. Step up to the plate to sophomore shortstop Scott Lyon. Lyon hitting .323 on the season with 1 home run and 2 RBIs. Last night, Lyon went 0 for 3 with 2 walks as he takes the first pitch strike there. DeJesus, the man who was called out there at third. Whitmer able to draw a walk. He's on second. And Ballstat reached via an error over there at first. Lyon's going to swing through that one. And now the count stands at no balls and 2 strikes.
Scott Lyon, the Piedmont Lion.
Scott Lyon, the Piedmont Lion. I like that nickname there, Presley Field. The Lion trying to show his roar at the plate right now. As that one almost hits him in the head. As now he will work back in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. St. Antoine trying to get out of this inning for the Bulldogs without giving up any more runs. He's already given up 1 run on 2 hits, and there's 2 runners on. Trying to work out of danger here early. A curveball sent up in the air into right field. Richardson going back at the track. He makes a great running grab for out number 3, and that will conclude the first inning here. The Lions able to bring 1 home on 2 hits. Now going to the top half of the second inning, up 1-0. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Valeroy able to retire the Bulldogs 1-2-3 in the top half of the first. Now top half of the second. 4, 5, 6 due up for Adrian. Leading us off here at left fielder, fifth-year senior Brady Wood. Brady Wood last night, he started at second base. He went 0 for 4 with a strikeout. He sends one up in the air. That's to left center field. Ballstat's going to get his nose under it in center, and he will catch another loud out number 1 here to begin us in the top half of the second. Ballstat caught the first and third outs there in the first. Now catching the first out here in the second. The junior getting busy out there early in center field. Now coming up to the plate for the Bulldogs will be the 5-hole hitter, designated hitter, Angel Gutierrez. Gutierrez has started at third in the first 2 games of the series for the Bulldogs, the designated hitter this evening. Valeroy lays the baby in the cradle with that curveball, and that will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, curveball looks on tonight for Valeroy. He's thrown that a few times tonight.
1-1 delivery. Gutierrez rolls over that one to third. Jelly makes a great backhand play, bounces it in the dirt. Whitmer cannot dig it out over there at first, and Gutierrez will reach via the E5. Now stepping up to the plate for the Bulldogs, the 6-hole hitter, right fielder Tristan Richardson. Richardson, we saw him pitch in game 1 and 2 innings of work. He blew the save in extra innings, but was still able to pick up, well, actually, he was able to pick up the hold there. Did not pick up the win. 2 good innings of work. We've seen him start in right field in all 3 games here in this Piedmont homestand. He takes Valeroy's first pitch for a ball there, 1-0 count. Yesterday evening, Richardson was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. One-0 delivery there in Presley Field. That's some of that good broadcaster's jinx, as Valeroy's curveball is on, and he uses it there to even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, he continues doing that, along with his fastball and his changeup as well. He should be going deep in this outing.
Valeroy sends that fastball up and out of the zone there. He will fall behind in the count now. 2 balls and 1 strike. Valeroy, as we mentioned, only made 1 start on the season thus far in Belhaven. He did receive the loss in 5 innings of work, giving up 7 hits and 4 earned runs. That one is sent up and out of play there. And we'll do the 2-2 tango now for the first time. We got a foul ball there. Head women's tennis coach Trey Martin able to pick up that foul ball behind home plate. Trey Martin showing some love on Twitter, always showing us some love on Twitter for the broadcasting crew. Very thankful for him. 2-2 delivery for Valeroy on the way. And we will have time called there by Richardson. Feel like he could have called that one a little bit earlier if he'd have wanted it. Nonetheless, step back in the box. And now we will do the 2-2 tango. 1 out, runner on first. Gutierrez, he reached via an error by Jelly over there at third. 2-2 delivery. He went, ring him up. Jacob Valeroy, first strikeout on the evening, and it's a big one as that gives the Lions 2 outs here in the top half of the second inning. Now stepping up to the plate, freshman first baseman Joe Cassell. Did not see Cassell last night. Saw him Monday night as he did go 1 for 5 as he had the go-ahead single for the Bulldogs, but he wore the platinum sombrero as he struck out 4 times. Cassell's going to take a curveball there that's right down memory lane, but it will be called a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to the freshman first baseman. 1-0 delivery here. And that will be called a strike. Even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, Val's thrown a heavy dose of off-speed pitches so far early on in this game. It's really interesting. Usually pitchers here will establish the fastball early on. But he's establishing the breaking balls early on.
He throws that fastball there, though, in succession. And he'll get ahead in the count here. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Jacob Valeroy, as I mentioned, a sophomore from Effingham, Georgia. Attended South Effingham High School down that way in southern Georgia. 1-2 delivery. That one will bounce in the dirt there. Runner goes to second. DeJesus will give it a throw. Lyon backing up Bartlewski at second. Able to keep the ball from going out in the outfield there. So now the count will be even at 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the top half of the second. First deuce is wild on the evening in the second inning. I wouldn't quite call that a deluxe. Not 2 runners on there, Presley Field, but
not quite.
Pretty cool here in the second inning. Lions also have 2 hits and 1 run. 2-2 delivery, a curveball. That one sent out to second. Bartlewski makes a diving stop. Cannot keep it in his glove. No throw over there. Cassell credited with the infield single. Runners on the corners here. 2 outs. Bulldogs showing a threat. And who's going to be the man up to the plate? That will be third baseman Sean O'Keefe. O'Keefe, a senior here for the Bulldogs. Did not see O'Keefe in last night's contest. Did see him Monday night. O'Keefe will watch that fastball for ball number 1. 1-0 count now to the senior third baseman. O'Keefe from Standish, Michigan. A career .240 hitter for the Bulldogs. As he fouls that one off the plate to even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Check Cassell over there at first, and he'll get back in time there. One delivery. And O'Keefe will swing under that one. Valeroy now gets ahead in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. O'Keefe started in Monday night's contest, the 14-inning contest, 0 for 3. He did score a run, and he struck out once. Valeroy trying to get out of this top half of the second without surrendering a run. 1-2 delivery in the dirt. And that will now even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, inning number 2, and 2 runners on. So the deuce is wild deluxe is in play. Might even call that, I don't know what else you could even call that as. It's a special here in the second inning. Special deuce is wild.
The deluxe exclusive.
Deluxe exclusive. 2-2 delivery. And Valeroy puts another curveball in the dirt there. So that now runs our count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Top half of the second inning, if you're just joining us, Kyle DeJesus able to put a double out there in that right center field gap to score Tyler Sheely in the bottom half of the first. That's how we're at 1-0 here. The Lions ahead so far. Valeroy, before this all-important 3-2 pitch, steps off the rubber. Recompose himself. He'll again step off again. Three-two delivery, and it's outside. That will be a walk. The bases are now loaded, and the 9-hole hitter Second baseman, Jake LaMellon stepping up to the plate here. We saw Jake LaMellon come in as a pinch hitter for Gutierrez at third base last night. He went 1 for 1 in his substitution appearance. Started today at second base. He's going to watch that first pitch strike. Valeroy yet again able to get ahead in the count here. LaMellon from Woodhaven, Michigan, as he is 1 for 2 on the season thus far, only made 2 at-bats. He watches that pitch. It is outside. That'll even up count at 1 ball and 1 strike here with 2 outs. LaMellon will step out here. Valeroy looking in for the 1-1 sign. Bases are loaded. Gutierrez on third reached via the error. On second, Cassell reached via the infield single. And then over there at first, O'Keefe reached via the walk. Now Valeroy can shut the Bulldogs down here. They're on the verge of getting a big inning here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top half of the second. Throws a fastball out of the zone there. And that will again even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. And Deuce is again wild here for the 3rd time in this inning. Hopefully the Deuce is wild. Not happen yet again. Valeroy able to get us out of this inning right here. 2-2 delivery. That was sent up and out of play. We'll do the 2-2 tango yet again between Valeroy and LaMellon.
Yeah, Deuce is wild. Jacob's wearing 22. Batter's wearing 2. In the second inning.
Lions have 2 hits.
Yeah.
Valeroy getting ready to deliver the 2-2 here. Curveball. Maybe not a curveball, excuse me, a fastball up and in. And that will run the count full here at 3 balls and 2 strikes. A long inning here. Bulldogs have not been able to draw across a run, though. Full count delivery. That one sent out between second and short. It'll get through into left field. 1 run will score. Second Bulldog runner will score. And now the Adrian Bulldogs will take the lead 2-1 here in the second inning. Jake LaMellon with a 2-run single standing over there on first. Now back to the top of the lineup here. Thomas Miller, he flew out to center field in his first at-bat to lead us off here. First pitch of the game. And Presley, what are you seeing here? Valeroy able to get ahead early in these counts, but cannot seem to close out the at-bats.
Well, it's just the fact it goes back to Adrian being a well-coached team and being a good 2-strike hitting team. And they're just putting good swings on the ball, and it's nothing really Val's doing. They're just well-disciplined and well-coached, and that's why you're playing them. One of the better teams in the country.
Number 19th nationally ranked team. The man at the plate right now, Thomas Miller, was named the Division III National Player of the Week for his performance against Birmingham Southern College last weekend. The count will now be even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Rubber match of this series, the Lions 5-3 on the season thus far. The Bulldogs 3-2. As the Bulldogs will head back north after today's game, come to the southeast. They were able to win the series against Birmingham Southern College 2-1. And then we have a tie series now of 1-1 here in game number 3. 2-1 delivery. That'll make it 3-1. Miller ahead in the count here. 3 balls to 1 strike. 2 outs here, top half of the second. Jake LaMellon standing over there at first, able to drive home 2 runs with a single. Valeroy looking to get out of this inning. That fastball inside, and that will run our count full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hopefully Val can get some over the plate right here. I know it's 3-2 count, but I kind of like that curveball here on that outside part.
3-2 delivery. Fastball sent out to center field, right center field gap. It gets down. Ballstat chasing after it. One Bulldog would come home. Second Bulldog on the way. The ball is dropped by the cutoff man. And Thomas Miller, showing why he's the Division III Player of the Week. A 2-out, 2 RBI double will extend the Bulldogs lead now 4-1. Valeroy was able to get 2 quick outs. Since then, the Bulldogs have had a 2-out rally. 4 runs scored. They are now on top 4-1. Head coach Justin Scaly will come out that Lions dugout for a mound visit, and we'll take a break with them here as the Bulldogs now lead 4-1. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. After that mound visit, Valeroy now ready to deliver and pitch to the 2-hole hitter, center fielder Ty Peck. The senior center fielder grounded out to second in his first at-bat this afternoon. I'm Brett Loftus. Alongside me is Presley Field. 1-0 delivery up and out of the zone now. Count now stands at 2 balls and no strikes. It's a beautiful day for a ball game here in Demorest, Georgia. A lot of the Piedmont hopeful have come out to see the rubber match of this series. Again, if you'd like to attend an outdoor sporting event here at Piedmont, make sure you visit PiedmontLions.com before attending that event. Count now stands 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. If you're just now joining us, the Bulldogs able to hang 4 this inning. Jake Lamellin with a 2-run single, and then the leadoff man, the shortstop, Thomas Miller, with a 2-run double. Peck will foul that one into the tip. Foul tip that one into the catcher's mitt now. So that one now run the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes, and yet again 2 outs. As Deuce is wild for the 4th time in this inning. That has to be a record. 2-2 delivery from Valeroy to Peck. Curveball there, chop down the line. Jelly makes a great play, slings it over to first. That's past Whitmer. Miller will score. Peck will now go to second. Swindell able to gather it out there in right field. And now the score will stand at 5-1 here, as that will be the second E5 of the inning. Second error of the inning for the Lions. Now stepping up to the plate, catcher Gunner Rainey. Rainey, a 5th-year senior, started behind the plate in the first game of this series. Started last night in left field. And tonight back behind the plate. And he will look at a first pitch strike there from Valeroy. Valeroy trying to just get out of this inning, as he has given up 5 runs, 3 of those being earned. And the runner will almost take off there. Peck is going to try to steal on the delivery. Valeroy able to look him back there. Peck will get back safely out there at second base. Gunnar Rainey lined out to center field. Carter Ballstat caught out number 3 there in the top half of the first inning. Oh, one delivery there. Curveball sent out to second. Bartlewski trips, able to make the play, throws over to first, and the Lions finally get out of the top half of the second. The Bulldogs, though, able to put 5 on the board. The score now, as you see it on your screen, 5-1. Headed to the home half of the second. You were listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Home half of the second inning. Now stepping up to the plate here for the Lions, the 7-hole hitter, junior third baseman Connor Jelly. Jelly trying to start a big inning here for the Lions. Jelly had a good night last night as he went 1 for 4 from the plate and had a 2-run single in the home half of the 8th inning. He will take strike number 1 there from Luke St. Antoine. He'll take a ball there. Is that what you counted? 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, if you want to take any positives away from that last half inning, it's still early on. You still got 7 innings of baseball, 7 innings of baseball left. Sorry, I made sure I did my math right, but you got a long way to go, and you can piece up some runs here. Just get 1 or 2. And
one delivery there, push it to 3-1. And Preston, to your point, baseball is not a game where you try to get it all back at one time. You got to slowly chip away at that lead. As that will now run the count full 3 balls and 2 strikes. You got to slowly chip away at that lead, and your defense and out there in your top half of the innings, you got to limit the amount of runs you give up. And the offense showed last night they hung 10 on the board. They know how to swing it up there at the plate. And Jelly doing his job to lead off the inning as he will lead off the home half of the second with a walk. Now stepping up to the plate, the right fielder, 5th-year senior, Zachary Swindell. Swindy, as we like to call him here on Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Went 1 for 1 last night. Yes, you heard that correctly. 1 hit and 1 at-bat. However, Swindell tied the school record with a record 4 walks last night. He also scored 3 of the 10 Piedmont runs.
He was just working on that on-base percentage yesterday.
Swindell will take that one for a ball, as that will now be a 1-0 count there. On-base percentage, Swindell has an on-base percentage.
429.
429 this season. As he swings through that one, now we even counted 1 ball and 1 strike. And Presley, I know we've alluded to this on the broadcast. Not in a long time, the favorite movie being Moneyball there, and on-base percentage being a very crucial stat in today's game.
It's very crucial. There's a lot of advanced stats too, like OBP, which is on base plus the slugging, or OPS is what I mean to say. I'm sorry. That's a stat major leagues use all the time. And he's helping that stat out for himself as well. Swindy is. But as long as you can get on base, especially this team with our lineup, 1 through 9, we can scratch across some runs at some point in this game. If we can get them all back in one, great, but don't have to.
And the Lions have scored at least 8 runs in every single game except for 2. They scored 3 against Oglethorpe, and they also scored 3 against Adrian in Game 1 of this series. Swindell now 1 ball, 2 strike count. Swindell will send one down to third. O'Keefe makes the play, fires it to first. Cassell makes the catch. Swindell will be retired now with 1 out. Jelly will advance to second. Now stepping up to the plate, the 9-hole hitter, designated hitter, Harry Trawick. Trawick making his first start of the season in his junior campaign last night, and he did not disappoint. 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI.
Yeah, Harry had a great game last night at the plate.
Trawick has some pop in his bat. Could use one to the outfield now as he takes strike number 1 here. And Presley, I saw something today on Twitter I'd like to share with the broadcast and you as well. So the 6 keys to winning a baseball game: play catch, throw strikes, put the ball in play, run the bases aggressively and intelligently, which is something that the Lions do well. Great team spirit and have fun. And, you know, you alluded to back what you just said. You have to be able to put the ball in play and get runners on, and that's how you generate offense. That's how the Lions done it last night, and it can most definitely be done this evening as well. Trawick, though, swings over strike number 3 there, as that will be the second out of the inning. That takes us back to the top of the lineup here. And now stepping up to the plate, the leadoff man, Tyler Sheely. On second is Jelly. He was able to draw a leadoff walk. Since then, Swindell grounded out. Trawick struck out. And that's how we now have 2 outs in the home half of the second. Sheely will take a first pitch strike there. It was in the right-handed batter's box, but called a strike. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the home half of the second inning. I want to thank Teg Helgeson, always showing love on Twitter. Freshman first baseman Owen Helgeson's father in the attendance tonight here at Loudermilk Field. Always interacting on Twitter. I want to thank all the parents and family members who interact with us on Twitter. We love your support. Thank you so much for tuning in. That will be taken for another strike. That'll run the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs to the senior left fielder. One-two delivery there, up and out of the zone. And that will now run the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes. And again, 2 outs. So that means Deuce is wild for the 5th time in this game. The 5th time in this inning, as we're in the second inning. 4 times top half, 1 time the bottom half. I'm sure most of you do not care about the Deuce is wild statistic, but it's something I love to keep stats of during the game. That is on the inner part of the plate there. Almost hit Sheely. Called strike number 3, though, as that will conclude the second inning. Headed to the third, the Bulldogs lead 5-1. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. The Lions will go to their bullpen here to begin the third inning. That will end Jacob Valeroy's day as he gave up 3 hits, 5 runs, 3 of those being earned. And we have a pitching change here, Press.
We've got freshman right-hander James Reese. He made 1 appearance. He started that game against Oglethorpe, acting as the opener in that game. He pitched 3 innings, gave up 3 hits, 3 walks, also had 2 strikeouts, and did not give up a run.
None earned yet so far this season for James Reese. If you check on your roster, Reese is listed as number 28. Excuse me, he is wearing jersey number 5 this evening. He will start out the leadoff man for this inning, Brady Wood, with a first pitch ball. Wood, in his first at-bat, flew out to center field to lead off the second inning as there were 8 batters that came around for the Bulldogs in their half of the second. Reese throws a fastball top of the zone. It is fouled into the backstop. Kent will now be at 1 ball and 2 strikes. No outs here. 5 runs came across for the Bulldogs in that top half of the second. 4 of those being driven in by Jake LaMellon with a 2-run single, and then top of the lineup with Thomas Miller, a 2-run double. Another run reached via an error. And that is how the score stands at 5-1. Kyle DeJesus driving in Tyler Shealy for the lone Piedmont run there in the bottom half of the first. Wood fights one off down the left field line, and we'll do the 2-2 tango yet again. 2-2 delivery there, up and in, and that will run the count full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Reese, the full count delivery. Fastball up in the zone will be sent up and out of play near those Piedmont tennis courts. We'll do the 3-2 delivery yet once more. Speaking of the Piedmont tennis courts, got some lady tennis players in the crowd this evening. We also have some softball players. Thank all of our Piedmont sports teams for coming out here and supporting the baseball team this evening. Wood sends yet another one out there to Ballstad in center field, and that will be out number 1. 1 out here in the top half of the third. Stepping up to the plate will be the designated hitter, Angel Gutierrez. The sophomore designated hitter reached via an error there in the top of the second, and he was able to come around and score the first run, first of 5 runs there for the Bulldogs. Reese throws a disgusting curveball there, and they will start him out 0-1 count here. One delivery bounces in the dirt. That will run the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike here. And if you like some basketball here, I'm not telling you to turn away from the baseball game. But in about 8 minutes, the Lady Lions inside Cave Arena will be playing the semifinals of the Western Division Championships against Brevard College. Our good friend here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube, Davis Barlow, will be on the call for that one. Davis and I have been calling basketball games all season. As you can hear and see, I'm on the broadcast for baseball tonight. Wish our Lady Lions all the best of luck up there in Cave Arena. 1-2 delivery to Gutierrez, fouled back and out of play yet again. We'll do the 1-2 tango yet once more with 1 out.
Reese has done a good job so far early on, getting ahead in counts and throwing strikes coming out of the bullpen, which is exactly what you ask for. It's exactly what you need.
Reese will throw a ball there out to even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Have a Lady Lion up here working the music for us in the stadium tonight. Jade Edwards. Lady Lions able to beat LaGrange today 2-0. And Noah Reese will ring him up. James Reese will ring him up for out number 2, first strikeout this evening.
Right fielder, number 16, Tristan.
Now stepping up to the plate, right fielder Tristan Richardson, the fifth-year senior, struck out in his first at-bat. The lone strikeout for Valeroy in his start this evening. Yeah, Noah Reese was a guy I played high school baseball with. Played shortstop at Clinton High School. Still plays shortstop at Clinton High School, so shout out to him. My apologies there, James. James Reese will start Richardson out there. 1-0 count here.
I was wondering where you got the name Noah from.
Yeah, Noah Reese, a very fine baseball player from Clinton, South Carolina. 2-0 count now. 2 outs here. Richardson gets ahead. Delivery to Richardson. Be off the plate as Reese will fall behind here. 3 balls and no strikes to the fifth-year senior. Delivery will be a walk. 4-pitch walk issued to Richardson. And now stepping up to the plate be the first baseman, Joe Cassell. Cassell reached via an infield single. His first at-bat, was able to come around and also score for the Bulldogs. And some trends I've noticed here, Presley. Both of the right fielders for the Bulldogs and the lines, that being Swindell and Richardson, both fifth-year seniors. And both of the leadoff men in these lineups, Miller and Shealy, both wear number 4. So some similarities between these two teams, some trends we've seen going. Reese will throw his 5th straight ball here to Cassell. 1-0 count now.
Just coincidence, I guess.
Coincidence, yeah, most definitely.
Coinky dink.
That one is sent up the pipe. Whitmer trying to find it over there in foul territory, and it will go out of play and hit one of those metal benches there right behind that first base dugout. That evens up the count now. 1 ball and 1 strike here. If you're just joining us here, top half of the 3rd inning, Bulldogs were able to bring 5 across in the top half of the 2nd. Jacob Valeroy's day cut short. James Reese now out there on the mound as he has recorded 2 outs in the top half of the 3rd here. 1-1 delivery. Cassell puts a charge into 1. Left center field. Ballstat gets under it, but it will be Tyler Shealy who catches it out near the warning track, and that will be out number 3. Score remains 5-1, heading to the home half of the 3rd. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. 234 due up here for the Lions. Got a new pitcher on the mound out there for the Bulldogs, though, Press.
Got lefty Max Denny, 6'3" junior. This will be his second appearance on the year. Started a game, got the loss with 2 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 4 runs, 5 walks, and also had a strikeout.
We also want to thank Carter Ballstadt and Brady Ballstadt's mother, Amy Ballstadt, brought us some snacks and a beautifully written card up here to the press box during that half inning there. Want to thank her for that.
True goat.
And all of the parents who support us, like I said, last half inning. Thank you guys so much. We love your support. We thank you so much. And thank you guys for tuning in. Try to bring you the best broadcast as possible. As we know, the first few games of the season, you were not able to come out. And, you know, for those of you who your sons and daughters play a long way, or you are from a long way away from Georgia, try to represent you guys as best as possible. So thank you so much for supporting the Lions, and just thank you for giving us support. Kyle DeJesus now able to get ahead to the count, 3 balls and 1 strike here.
That really made my day.
Me too. Me too. That one is off the plate again in the left-handed batter's box, but somehow the count will now run full. 3 balls and 2 strikes here to the senior backstop. DeJesus with a 1-run double. Our scoreboard guy, Michael Thomason, is wanting the umpire to kick me out of the park for challenging that call. I won't challenge that call, though, as DeJesus will walk on 6 pitches. Now standing up to the plate will be the second baseman, Jack Bartlewski. Bartlewski flew out to left field in his first at-bat. We now have some Lucky Cheeses up here.
Dude, we got Cheez-Its, Goldfish.
Thanks to Amy Ballstadt. And that will almost hit Bartlewski in the face. Gunnar Rainey able to protect him there. The backstop for Bulldogs. 1-0 count now.
We got the hookups.
Bartlewski swings under that one.
Haven't seen Jack face a lot of lefties early on this season. Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what he does in a lefty-lefty matchup.
Yeah, I don't think, at least at home anyway, we haven't seen him face off against the left-hander. That's a great point there as he's worked to count to 1-1. That one almost runs inside and hits him yet again. That will run the count now to 2 balls and 1 strike.
Which I wouldn't think, I know everything about Jack, but I feel like inside pitch is usually the pitch he usually likes to go with. So,
especially being a guy with some pop in the bat, you want to be able to turn those hips, and that's what we've seen so far this year.
Good pitch, man.
That will run the count now even to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Also, freshman infielder Jack Gilson celebrating his 19th birthday today. I want to thank his parents for watching us down Amelia Island, Florida.
Happy birthday, Jack.
Happy birthday, Jack. 2-2 delivery now is up and out of play down there near the indoor baseball facility, as we'll do the 2-2 tango yet again. The sun now beginning to set here in Demorest. As if you've been watching all 3 innings here with us, the sun was out to start the game. Now the field, a big shadow covering it. A little bit of sunlight here and there, but not too much. And that curveball will be about 8 inches off the plate. But Bartlewski rung up for strike number 3. That'll be the first out here in the home half of the 3rd inning. Now brings up the cleanup hitter, James Whitmer. Whitmer walked in his first time up. Whitmer takes that one high, as that will now be a 1-0 count to the sophomore first baseman.
Piedmont dugout seems to have picked up the energy a little bit.
Yeah, those guys,
this half inning.
Those guys are definitely trying to
rejuvenate.
Yeah. That one is called a strike there. That'll even up count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Other than the walk he issued, Denny's been throwing strikes, so good chance to swing the bat here and get something going.
That one is low. That'll run the count now to 2 balls and 1 strike. And Whitmer, who started off his first 4 games 1 for 14, has really picked it up since then. Since then, he has been 5-15. So Whitmer now standing at a 4-game hitting streak as he fouls that one up and out of play. If you heard that loud thud, it landed on the Loudermilk Field sign. And it's rolling somewhere. I don't know if back on the field or behind us. I'm going to assume behind us, as the count is now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes here. 1 out, runner on first. That being DeJesus. He was able to draw a leadoff walk here in the home half of the third. A curveball rolled over, and it will be called foul. Cassell fielded it while standing on the bag there, and that is called foul. So we'll do the 2-2 tango yet again here to James Whitmer. Maxwell Denny from South Lyon, Michigan, attended South Lyon High School. Delivers a curveball there yet again, and we'll do the 2-2 tango for yet another time.
That's a really good pitch to get throw against lefties that Denny's throwing with that breaking ball, hitting that inside part of the zone. It's a tough pitch for a lefty to turn on if they're not looking for it.
Whitmer able to fight him off up there at the plate. Showing very good contact. And yet another curveball. And that one will ring him up for strike number 3. 2 outs here. And now stepping up to the plate, Carter Ballstedt, the junior center fielder, was safe at first via a throwing error.
Fielder's choice.
Throwing error as O'Keefe stepped on third and threw it over the first, and it brought Cassell off the bag.
Yeah.
That one will bounce in the dirt there. DeJesus will take a bag on the wild pitch. 1-0 count here to Ballstedt. The lights have been turned on here at Loudermilk Field now. About an hour in here in the home half of the third inning. 1-0 delivery. Carter's going to take that one. That'll even up count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Impressive. You look out there on that left center field scoreboard, as you see, only 2-1 in the errors. Lions have made 2 errors. Heard Adrian's 1, but those 2 errors have been huge in this 4-run differential.
They've kind of been the difference makers so far, leading to runners scoring on those plays where the errors was made. Sometimes you can have an error, and they just get on base, but those resulted in scores or runs being scored. So
Ballstedt falls behind in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. DeJesus on second, reached via leadoff walk. Denny out there on the mound, been able to retire the last 2 guys. Ballstedt swings it when it bounces in the dirt. Rainey throws it down to first. Cassell gets it out of the dirt for out number 3. That concludes the third inning here. Headed to the fourth. 5-1 Bulldogs on top. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube.
Welcome back to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. I'm Presley Field alongside play-by-play Brett Loftus, who had to go to the bathroom.
Starting top half of the fourth inning here, leading us off, going to be
unnecessary information.
Coach Justin Scally, now talking to home plate umpire here. Didn't catch what that is about. Sean O'Keefe will lead us off here. 8-9-1 due up for the Bulldogs. As in his first plate appearance, rather should I say, O'Keefe walked and scored a run. That one's rolled down to third. Jelly will gather it, throws the first, and that will be out number one. One out here. James Reese still out there on the mound for the Lions. Now stepping up to the plate will be the second baseman, Jake LaMellon. He hit a 2-run, 2-out single in his first plate appearance. And Reese will throw him a ball. Start out this bat 1-0 count, 1 out, top half of the fourth inning. That one is low and in. Will be ruled a ball. 2-0 count here to LaMellon. Reese, 2-0 delivery. Right downtown Demorest. But will be ruled a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. And I hate to be critical of the home plate umpire, but it's been a little rough through 3 1/3 thus far. That one is ruled a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike to the senior second baseman. 3-1 delivery. That one's sent up in the air. Middle infield. Who's going to catch it? Will be the shortstop Lion. Is James Reese ran out there at him full sprint. Lion will catch it. Reese running out there to be the backup.
Yeah, bring the backup. We break people down here at Piedmont, just in case like they bobble it or something, you can dive right there and grab it.
Preston Field, a pitcher here at Piedmont College.
I was like, I haven't seen a lot of people do it, but it's actually really smart when you think about it.
Very good hustle play there by Reese. Back to the top of the lineup here, Thomas Miller, the shortstop. He sends that one up and out of play here for strike number 1. And James Reese, we've seen him pitch 3 innings. Obviously, talked about the opener against Oglethorpe. Pitched well, only gave up 3 hits, none earned, no runs allowed at all. And he's come in today. He's got 5 outs so far in an inning and 2/3. And he just showed a lot of character, a lot of hustle, rushing out there to second to kind of play under that ball there. Some of the stuff that you might not exactly see in the box score show up, but stuff you'll definitely see on film. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Yeah, Reese so far, what I've learned him coming in here his freshman season is he's a strike thrower. He's going to come in and fill the zone, and he's going to let his defense work for sure.
0-2 delivery, a curveball sent out to center field, right center field. Swindell will wave off Ballstat, and that will be out number 3. Top half of the 4th inning. Reese retires the Bulldogs 1-2-3. Heading to the home half of the 4th, still 5-1. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Another pitcher change here for Adrian College. Got a senior out there on the mound from Mount Blanchard, Ohio, Presley.
Got number 43, right-hander Trey Miller. He's appeared in the game so far this year. He's pitched 2 2/3 inning, gave up 3 hits, 3 walks with 2 strikeouts.
And that 2 2/3 was against Birmingham Southern. His only appearance on the season thus far. He's going to start off the leadoff man here, sophomore shortstop Scotty Lyon with a ball. Lyon in his first at-bat flew out to right field. He's going to roll over that one down to third. O'Keefe gloves it over to Cassell at first for out number 1. Now stepping up to the plate, junior third baseman Connor Jelly. Jelly able to draw a walk in his first plate appearance. Jelly hitting .333 on the season. He's also driven in 7 RBIs, tied for second on the team. He's also scored a run as well as drawing 5 walks. As he's going to swing at that one, it's going to be up and out of play there. 2 quick strikes. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to the junior who plays the hot corner down there at third base. 0-2 delivery in the dirt. That one now running the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two delivery again in the dirt. We'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. If you're just joining us here, Bulldogs with their third pitcher of the game out there on the mound. Luke St. Antoine started the ball game. Jelly sends a hard hit ball down to third. O'Keefe makes it, fires it over to first for the second out of the game. Max Denny then came in and pitched the third inning. Now pitching the home half of the fourth for the Bulldogs is Trey Miller. Trey Miller retired the first 2 lines he's seen. Now stepping up the 5th-year senior right fielder Zachary Swindell. Swindy on the evening thus far grounded out to third in his first at-bat of the evening. Swindy will look at that one as that will start him out. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, Miller's done a good job putting the first 2 guys away pretty quickly. Both of them grounding out to third.
Both of them, as you mentioned there, grounded out to third. Swindell hits a liner up the middle. It will land in shallow center field. Ty Peck will field it as a 2-out single there from Zachary Swindell. Swindy. Trying to wake up these Lions bats, as that's the third hit of the game for Piedmont. Now steps up designated hitter Harrison Schrewick. Harry, so far in his first at-bat, he struck out swinging. Last night went 2 for 4. Almost hit 1 out if we'd have had a little bit of the wind on our side, alluding to that Pirates of the Caribbean Preston Field likes to. Had the wind on our side, that one would have been gone. It's hit out to deep left center field and hit off of the wall. Treywick will take strike number 1 there. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs to the junior designated hitter. Treywick will check swing that one back to the pitcher. The pitcher fields it to the left of the mound. Miller to Cassell for out number 3. The Lions able to get a hit. Zachary Swindell sends a liner out to center field, but nothing too mature. Lions still down by 4, 5 to run. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Headed to the top half of the fifth inning. Lions still down by 4, 5-1. James Reese working now in his third inning of work. He and Jacob Valeroy have combined to go 2 innings apiece. Valeroy starting the game tonight. 2 innings, 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 3 earned, 5 runs allowed. Reese has come in and pitched pretty well in his 2 innings, as he has 1 strikeout, issued 1 walk, and he will get out number 1 there, as Scotty Lyon will catch that line out off the bat of Ty Peck. 1 pitch, 1 out. So what you love to start off the inning. Now stepping up to the plate, catcher Gunnar Rainey. Rainey 0 for 2 this evening with a line out to center and a ground out to second. Rainey will chop that one off the mound. Reese will run to field it, but it's in foul territory. And Zach Norman will field it down there. I don't know if you guys are able to see that in your camera view. The senior outfielder made a pinch hit appearance in game 1 of this series. Reese with 0-1. And that's a beautiful pitch just off the zone, as that will be 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here, top half of the 5th.
Right now, warming up in the Adrian bullpen, we got number 36, Brandon Schulze.
1-1 delivery low and in. And Reese will fall behind now, 2 balls and 1 strike. As Presley mentioned, got some activity down there in Adrian's bullpen, as we've seen 2 pitchers in the last 2 innings for them. 2-1 delivery. Rainey will foul that one off to even up the count now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Lady Lions in Cave Arena right now in the second quarter are up 15 on Brevard College, 32-17. We'll continue to bring you live updates of that game. Reese will run that one inside. That will run the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. The men's basketball team playing at LaGrange. They are up by 3 right now with 9:41 left to go in the first half, 22-19. And James Reese will strike out Rainey there for out number 2 here in the top half of the 5th inning. That will be Reese's second strikeout. As now the cleanup hitter, Brady Wood, stepping up to the plate here. Wood has flown out to center field in both of his at-bats thus far. 2 outs, top half of the 5th. Wood sends that one down to third. Jelly fields it over first to Whitmer for out number 3. James Reese, 1-2-3 for the second straight inning as he retires the Bulldogs. Score remains 5-1 going to the home half of the 5th. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Home half of the 5th inning. 1-2-3, top of the lineup due up for the Lions. We have yet another pitching change for the Bulldogs.
We've got 6'3" left-hander, number 36, Brandon Schulze. So far in the season, he's made 2 appearances, win-loss record of 1-0. He's pitched 2 innings, given up a hit, and also has a strikeout.
Schulze has not given up an earned run in his 2021 campaign thus far. The senior, Jackson, Michigan, attended Grass Lake High School. He also has 1 win on the season thus far. That win coming against Birmingham Southern in the rubber match of that series. And he's pitching in the rubber match, making his first appearance against the Lions here. Back to the top of the lineup we go. Is stepping up to the plate, left fielder, senior Tyler Sheely. Sheely so far, he led off the game with a single and then struck out looking in his last at-bat. 1 for 2 this evening is the senior left fielder. Schulze will throw a curveball out of the zone there, 1-0 count. As Sheely was squaring the bunt, third baseman Sean O'Keefe playing on the edge of that infield grass. Perhaps head coach Justin Scaly trying to play some small ball here. And that one will almost hit Sheely. 2-0 count now, no outs.
I was mentioning off mic, we've seen a good bit of pitching changes from Adrian this game. 4 pitching changes so far, or 3, excuse me.
3 pitching changes, 4 total pitchers.
And as I was saying off mic, you might as well empty the staff. I don't know when Adrian's game is next, but this being the last game of this series.
2 balls and 1 strike to the senior left fielder, Sheely. 2-1 delivery is up and out of the zone. That'll run the count now to 3 balls and 1 strike. And yes, the Bulldogs from Adrian College will not play again for another 9 days. They'll be back in action against North Central next Friday. Sheely walks on 5 pitches there and now steps up the senior backstop, Kyle DeJesus. DeJesus, 1 for 1 with a walk, has driven in the lone RBI in this game for the Lions with an RBI double. And fun fact, North Central, the alma mater of mass communication chair at Piedmont College, Joe Dennis.
Really?
Dr. Joe Dennis.
Oh.
As that will be in the dirt from Schulze. Counting out 1 ball, no strikes.
I think I remember him telling us that now.
The North Central Cardinals, very good football program up there. The Adrian College Bulldogs will be taking them on in baseball on March the 12th. That will be next Friday. Schulze able to even up the count now. 1 ball and 1 strike to the senior backstop, DeJesus. Sheely able to draw a walk, standing over there on first. He's going to take off. It will bounce. Sheely able to swipe that bag. That will be the first stolen base of the evening thus far for the Lions. The Lions able to swipe 7 total bags, including 2 stolen bases from Ballstat and 2 stolen bases from Swindell last night in the win. 1-2 count now to DeJesus. DeJesus takes that one in the dirt. Even up the count now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Presley, you've mentioned this all series. DeJesus and Sheely at the top of that lineup have such great plate discipline.
Well, both of them, I believe, have over 400 on-base percentage, an on-base percentage. And that's incredible from your top 2 leadoff and your 2-hole hitter.
DeJesus now runs the count full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Tyler Sheely leads all qualifiers on the team this season with a .514 on-base percentage, and Kyle DeJesus has a .462 on-base percentage. So both of those guys have very high on-base percentages. DeJesus will fight that one off down the right field line and out of play. Full count yet again, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Both of them are also really good at not trying to do too much. They just need to do their job, get on base, and they do a really good job of doing that.
Yeah. DeJesus chops that one to second. LaMellon fires over to first. as Sheely advances the third on the play, and now steps up the fifth-year senior, Jack Bartlewski. Bart 0 for 2 this far with a fly out to left and a strikeout looking. One out here, runner on third. Bart at the plate. Bartlewski second on the team in RBIs behind Ballstat with 7. And we could use one right here. And that one will strike Bartlewski. Bartlewski almost got hit in his last at-bat, and he will be struck in there. I think that one just nicked his helmet. He will be okay. He's able to jog down to first and able to continue. Now stepping up to the plate, the cleanup hitter, first baseman James Whitmer. After the hit by pitch of Bartlewski, that will now open back up the double play opportunity here with one out. Standing on deck, Ballstat. Ballstat represents the tying run here in the home half of the fifth. That one right down the middle, fastball. Start Whitmer out, no balls, one strike here, one out, home half of the fifth. Lions cooking here, trying to mix something up. Whitmer sends one out to left center. Bartlewski ran, he tagged up. Hit and run situation. Bartlewski gets back in time, and Sheely will tag up as the Lions will eat into that deficit ever so slightly as the score is now 5-2. Bulldogs still lead here in the home half of the fifth. Bartlewski with the hit and run situation, able to get back in time. So he is still at first, and now steps up Carter Ballstat. Ballstat thus far with a fielder's choice and a strikeout. He sends that one out to left field, and Brady Wood able to corral that one for out number 3. So the Lions able to bring one across. They still trail by 3. 5-2 here, heading to the 6th inning. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here at Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Brett Loftus alongside me, Presley Field, best color man in D3 baseball. And we're here to start the 6th inning. Angel Gutierrez is going to lead us off here, and he lines one right back up the middle for the first pitch of the inning. And Reese able to stay out of the way of that one. James Reese working in his 4th inning of work here, starting the 6th inning. Tristan Richardson, the right fielder, now stepping up to the plate. The 5th-year senior has struck out and walked in 2 plate appearances thus far. Squares around the bunt. He will pull back. Ruled a strike. No balls. 1 strike here. No outs in the top half of inning number 6. Jelly now playing on the edge of that infield grass. Reese pitching out of the stretch here. 0-1 delivery. Up and in. That will even up counting 1 ball and 1 strike.
Reese hadn't had much trouble early on. Leadoff single there.
Bulldogs have scored 5 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. The Lions 2 runs on 3 hits with 2 errors. So a combined 7 runs by both teams, as well as a combined 7 hits. You don't see that too often, especially this deep in the game here in the top half of the 6th. Reese able to get Richardson to foul one out of play. Count now stands at 1 ball and 2 strikes here to the 5th-year senior right fielder. 1-2 delivery. It's a curveball up and away. That will even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Angel Gutierrez standing over there on first. He sent one you could have hung a week's worth of laundry up the middle to lead off the inning. And now Richardson at the plate has an even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. That one is again off the plate, and that'll run the count full now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. James Reese, since he came in, has not given up a hit. Had not given up a hit before this inning, giving up his first hit to Gutierrez. Richardson sends one down the left field line, and it will go just foul out of your camera view, and we'll do the 3-2 tango yet again.
Justin Manus is out there warming in the bullpen again. I feel like I've said that a bunch this series.
Hum to Seb.
Hum to Seb.
That being his kind of, not his nickname, but his catchphrase here on this year's Lions team. Manus throwing that submarine style, as if you were able to tune into game 1. You got to see the freshman pitch. He's pitched a lot this season, been a vital part of that bullpen thus far. Reese powers it up and throws one by him for out number 1. Richardson will strike out swinging, and now steps up the freshman first baseman, Joe Cassell. Cassell 1 for 2 as he had a single, an infield single, and a fly out to left field. He also scored 1 of the 5 Bulldog runs. Reese has a double play opportunity set up here. Cassell will square up the bunt. Reese calls off Jelly, fields it, throws it to first, throws it away. Bartlewski will chase it down. Cassell stays put at first. And Gutierrez will advance to third on the error. 3 errors now for the Lions. And that third one will put runners on the corners now. Stepping up to the plate, the third baseman, Sean O'Keefe. O'Keefe has drawn a walk and grounded out the third in 2 plate appearances. He has also scored 1 of the 5 1 of the 5 Bulldog runs. Head coach Justin Scaly will appear from that Lions dugout. And we will take a break here. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Head coach Justin Scaly in his 5th season at Piedmont as the head coach. Been here a lot longer than that coaching. He would decide to keep his freshman James Reese in the game there. Reese, who committed the throwing error there, allowed Gutierrez to advance to third. As we will see O'Keefe square around here. He sends that one foul for strike number 1. Able to advance Gutierrez the third, and then Cassell reached via the error. Presley, we're talking during the break there. Errors can absolutely kill a game, and it looks like that's what's really made the true difference now for the Lions.
Yeah, so far it has only 3 on the game, but errors are very significant.
Another bunt we see. Whitmer fields it. Bartlewski covering first. Able to undertoss it and get it there. So a sack bunt will bring home yet another run for the Bulldogs as they get that run back that was scored in the home half of the 5th. 6-2, the Bulldogs lead again by 4. Now stepping up to the plate, Jake Lamellin, the second baseman, had a 2-run single in that top of the second inning, and he also has a fly out to shortstop. A beautiful curveball there from Reese, as that will be a first pitch strike to Lamellin. As it's not every day, the Bulldogs have scored 6 runs only on 4 hits, 1 error. Lions 2 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors. Reese will even up counting out 1 ball and 1 strike. When you put guys on some of those unforced mistakes, as that one will hit the elbow guard of Lamellin. Actually, excuse me, that will hit the knob of the bat as Reese gets lucky on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, now 2 outs. And as I was saying, when you allow guys to get on base unforced mistakes with errors and walks, that has led to the Bulldogs scoring more runs than they have hits on the board there, Press.
Yeah, errors are a significant part of the game. I feel like fielding is a undervalued stat a lot of times in this game today, but that's been the difference maker so far.
That one is sent up to shoot. Whitmer trying to field it in foul territory, and it will go out of play. We'll do the 1-2 tango yet again.
When I say undervalued, I mean like I'm talking more professional. It's definitely not.
Here's my whole thing, right?
Yeah.
We've talked about this before, Presley. We look at guys and we talk about what their batting average is. We talk about how many home runs they hit, how many RBIs they hit. But what we don't focus on is their fielding percentage, how many errors they made, and as we can see, that can be the difference in the ballgame. I mean, Ozzie Smith in the Baseball Hall of Fame due to his glove. So I agree. It's been undervalued in today's game as Lamellin will send one down the left field line foul, do the 1-2 tango yet again.
Yeah, but the whole thing is if you can, hit 400, let's just, talk about the college game. You hit over 350 and you get a bunch of RBIs. I mean, your glove's going to be overlooked at that point. But if you're not, you got to be able to make routine plays for sure.
That one's off the plate. We even count 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce yet again wild for the 6th time in this game. And yeah, Press, we talk about it. We talk about fielding. And I think in the college game, you can kind of get by with average, especially at Division I level. You can get by with average glove and an excellent bat. But once you get to that professional level, you got to be very, at least above average and good at both of those levels. So fielding, Presley Field and I agree, an underrated value.
Except for Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell, designated hitter. He won the Hank Aaron Award last year in the National League. That one I run the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So glad the Braves able to re-sign Marcell here. As I know we have parents and family members watching us from all over the country, but down here in Braves country in the state of Georgia, very, very big Braves fans. Cannot wait for MLB opening day. The Lions, though, James Reese trying to get out of this inning. He will bounce one in the dirt there as Lamellin will walk on 8 pitches. That takes us back to the top of the lineup. And one of the more dangerous hitters in Division III baseball, shortstop Thomas Miller. Miller 1 for 3 thus far. He had a 2-run double in that big inning, that being the top half of the second. Head coach Justin Scaly will come out of the dugout yet again, and that means there's a pitching change. We will take the break with them. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. I'm Brett Loftus. Alongside me, Presley Field. Freshman Justin Manus has entered the game.
Yeah, so far, Manus has appeared in 4 games through 4 1/3 innings, giving up 2 hits, 1 walk, also has 5 strikeouts, and has not given up an earned run yet.
Throws the first pitch ball there to the leadoff man, Thomas Miller. Miller 1 for 3 with a 2-run double back in the top half of the second. He will look at a ball there. 1-0 delivery out of the zone again. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Freshman right-hander, attended Mountain View High School. Been a big contribution to the Lions thus far. Throws one in the zone there. 2 balls, 1 strikes, 2 outs. 2 ducks on the pond. James Reese, 3 2/3, 1 earned. Both of those guys out there will be accredited to him if they do come around and score. 2-1 delivery. Miller takes that one. That'll run the count now to 3-1.
Yeah, man, it's usually a strike thrower getting behind in this count. Kind of unusual for him, but I guess you can't come out and be electric every time.
3-1 delivery. That one's grounded out between first and second, out to right field. Swindell comes up with it, throws it home. And Joe Cassell will come all the way around from second to score, as that will push the score now. Adrian College 7, Piedmont 2. Bulldogs extend their lead out to 5 now, as Thomas Miller has driven in 3 of those 7 runs for the Bulldogs. Thomas Miller, if you haven't heard yet, said it multiple times, was the D3 National Player of the Week. Now stepping up to the plate, center fielder Ty Peck tries to put a bunt down, will send it to foul. 0-1 count now with 2 outs. It's also worth mentioning our guy, Sam Carpenter, was listed as a D3 National Pitcher of the Month on the D3Baseball.com website.
As he should be.
As he should be. .31 ERA in 29 1/3 innings pitched thus far. Manus throws strike number 2 there to Peck. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Seen some underclassmen out there on the mound tonight. Sophomore Jacob Valeroy, then freshman James Reese, and now freshman Justin Manus have carried the pitching load for the Lions. Manus throws one off the plate there. Now runs the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs here, 2 ducks on the pond. As the Bulldogs scored 5 in the top half of the second, they have scored 2 here in the top half of the sixth. The Lions able to draw 1 run across in the bottom half of the first and 1 across in the bottom of the fifth. And Justin Manus, ring him up. Disgusting stuff there from the freshman from Mountain View High School. And we're headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Due up for the Lions, 6, 7, 8. But the Bulldogs have went to the bullpen yet again.
On the mound now for the Bulldogs, number 33, senior Spencer Ford. So far this season, he's started one game, pitched 2 2/3 innings, has 4 hits, given up 1 earned run, 4 walks with 3 strikeouts.
Fifth-year senior from Howell, Michigan, attended Howell High School, has made 37 appearances in his career with a 4-3 record. He's also made 2 saves, pitched 67 2/3 career innings, given up 88 hits, 34 earned runs. He has 47 career strikeouts with a career ERA of 4.52.
Very experienced guy. Sorry.
Now stepping up to the plate for the Lions, sophomore shortstop Scott Lyon thus far 0 for 2 with a fly out to right and a ground out to third. You were saying that, Press?
No, he's got a lot of experience on the mound for Adrian. Pitched a lot in his career.
Using that 5th year of eligibility to his advantage coming back this year. And he will drop that one right down the middle. A beautiful curveball there. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Home half of inning number 6. That one up and out of the zone there. First ball Ford has thrown. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Update again, your Lady Lions basketball team up on Brevard 49-32 in the 3rd quarter in Cave Arena. Lions strikes out. Now stepping up third baseman Connor Jelly. Jelly 0 for 1 with a ground out to third and a walk this evening. Lady Lions now up 51-34. They're playing in the semifinals of the Western Division USA South Conference Championship. Jelly takes a hack at that one. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Men's basketball team playing in LaGrange, Georgia, about to start the second half. At halftime, scores 35-33. The Panthers from LaGrange are just edging out the Lions. So hopefully the Lions can come back and win the second half and win the ball game. Back to baseball. Jelly swings through that one. So now no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to the junior third baseman from Monrovia, Indiana. 0-2 delivery. Jelly checks his swing. They'll say he did not go. Count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lions down by 5. The difference in the ball game, top half of the second, where the Bulldogs hung 5 on the board. They hung 2 on the board, top half of the 6th. Lions have scored their lone runs, 1 apiece, both in the bottom of the 1st and bottom of the 5th. They say Jelly went on that one. That'll be strike number 3 and out number 2. Now stepping up to the plate for the Lions, they hitter Zachary Swindell. 1 for 2 thus far with a ground out to third and a single this evening.
Yeah, Swindy playing really good at the plate last few games. Trying to match the success he's had in his career at Piedmont.
Swindell with 1 of 3 of the Lions' hits. Ford will start him out with a first pitch strike there. 0-1 count, 2 outs. Home half of the 6th inning. Just tuning in here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Story of this game, walks and errors. Bulldogs only have 5 hits, 7 runs, as they're able to get base runners on however they can. Hits, errors, walks, and been able to drive those guys home. Big inning, top half of the second, where they scored 5 of their 7 runs and then put 2 more on the top of the board in the top half of this inning in the top of the 6th. Swindell behind in the count now. 5th-year senior versus 5th-year senior. Ford versus Swindell. 0-2 delivery. A curveball away. Swindell will swing over the top of it for out number 3. Heading to the 7th. Lions trail by 5, 7-2. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Got some Post Malone playing during that half inning here. And they say, what does he say? Circles. Keep going around in circles. Well, hopefully the Lions can circle the base paths here. You need 5 circles around it. They're down 7-2, going to the top half of the 7th
See
inning.
what you did there.
Justin Manus still out there on the mound for the Lions. So he's going to throw a first pitch strike there to the catcher, Gunnar Rainey, here in the top half of the 7th. Part of the lineup due up for the Bulldogs: Gunnar Rainey, Brady Wood, and Angel Gutierrez. Angel Gutierrez. As Rainey gets a hold of one deep down the left field line, and that one is gone. As Gunnar Rainey got all of that one, and that'll now extend Adrian College's lead to 8-2. And Gunnar Rainey, I know that was out of you guys' camera view, but he sent that one to the moon.
He unloaded on that pitch. It's a great swing.
Now stepping up to the plate here, pitch hitting for Brady Wood is going to be Alex Joseph. We see Joseph came in as a defensive replacement last night. Joseph will foul that one off. Manus. Joseph sends that one out to third base. Jelly will make the play, slings it over to first for out number 1. Angel Gutierrez stepping back up to the plate here. Presley, what has he done thus far?
Gutierrez so far on the day is 1 for 3. However, got on base on an error. Has also scored a run.
He's going to look at that one for a first pitch ball there. Sophomore designated hitter. Gutierrez from Miami, Florida. The Floridian takes that one. That'll even count at 1 ball and 1 strike. One delivery from Manus on the way. Gutierrez gets a piece of that one, sends it down the right field line into the netting, and that one now run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top of the 7th here, Gunnar Rainey led us off with a bomb to left field, extended the Bulldogs' lead to 8-2. Gutierrez sends one down the left field line, and it will stay fair. Tyler Sheely running after it down there in that left field corner. He gets it out, hits his cutoff man, Scott Lyon. Lyon will catch it as Gutierrez will hit a one-out double. Now stepping up to the plate, right fielder, fifth-year senior Tristan Richardson. Richardson thus far 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a walk. Head coach Justin Scaly will appear from that Lions dugout, and we will take a break. You listen to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Pitching change. Justin Manus goes 2/3 of an inning. Now we have another freshman in the game for the Lions.
Number 43, Aiden Cooney, made 2 appearances on the season so far, pitched 2 2/3 innings, giving up 3 earned runs.
Tristan Richardson at the plate, and he sends one up and out of play here. Cooney starts off his appearance with the first pitch strike. One out here, just tuning in with us. Top half of the second inning is really where the scoring started for the Bulldogs. Scored 5, then scored 2 in the top half of the 6th. Here in the top half of the 7th, Gunnar Rainey hit a leadoff home run. DeJesus able to keep that one in front of him. Bounces down the first base line. Count now even 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here as Gutierrez advanced to third on that one. Gutierrez put a double down the line. That's how he was on second. Now advances to third on the wild pitch. Got some action down there in that Bulldogs bullpen. Cooney with the 1-1 delivery. Again in the dirt. Gutierrez was cheating a little bit down the line. Decides to stay put over there at third. Count now stands 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bulldogs, 8 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. Lions, 2 hits on 3 runs, 3 errors. Two-one delivery from Cooney. That will paint the inner half as that will even up count now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I have a good crowd out here at the Milk Jug tonight. If you want to come to Demorest to see an outdoor sporting event, please check PiedmontLions.com and that spectator policy before you come on down. Now to run the count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. PiedmontLions.com, your destination for roster statistics and just about everything else about Piedmont College Athletics. Full count delivery. That hit the batter, if I'm not mistaken. You're going to say it hit in the dirt. And that one, when All right, I'll be honest now. Here's what happened. They're going to say Cooney bounced that one in the dirt. Dead ball, walk. Richardson able to draw the walk. Richardson draws a walk. Gutierrez comes home on the wild pitch. Your score is now 9-1. As the ball bounced to the backstop, the Jesus could not find it.
9-2.
Then Richardson advanced to second. Oh, 9-2. Yes. Thank you there, Press. First pitch there to Joe Cassell will be a ball. 1-0 count here. One-0 delivery in the dirt. Count now 2 balls and no strikes.
Cooney struggling a little bit early on.
Yeah, trying to find his command. Aiden Cooney out there on the mound. 2-0 delivery. And that will be another ball there. We're on the count now to 3 balls and no strikes. Cassell this evening is 1 for 3, has reached twice. He's also scored 2 runs. And that will be out of the zone as Cassell will walk on 4 pitches. He will hustle down there to first and round the bag as that one was to the backstop. Richardson advanced on that wild pitch to third, and now runners at the corners, 1 out. Here steps up the senior third baseman, Sean O'Keefe. O'Keefe 0 for 1 this evening. He grounded out to third in his only at-bat. He has a sac bunt, an RBI, as well as a walk. Got another mound visit here from head coach Justin Scaly, and we'll take a break here. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here at Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Another pitching change here. Yet another underclassman, sophomore, Kelton Kieschnick.
Kieschnick on the year, appeared in 1 game through 1 inning, gave up 3 hits with 4 earned runs.
Kelton Kieschnick out there on the mound. Sophomore from Gainesville, Georgia. Attended North Hall High School.
Fun fact, actually pitched against Kieschnick in high school. We were in the same region.
Kelton Kieschnick, the roommate of our guy running that left center field scoreboard tonight, sophomore Michael Thomason.
The GOAT.
The GOAT. Kieschnick will start his evening with the ball. 1-0 count. That one is a strike there, even up the count at 1-1. Aiden Cooney exits the game. He does not record an out. 9-2 here. Bulldogs on top of the Lions. Kieschnick on the mound. O'Keefe at the plate. He swings through that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at the corners here. Bulldogs 9 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. Lions 2 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors so far this evening. One-two delivery, ring him up. Kieschnick throws a beautiful pitch there, and that will be out, number 2. Now stepping up to the plate, the 9-hole hitter, second baseman Jake LaMellon. LaMellon thus far 2 runs, single, a fly out to shortstop, and a walk in 3 plate appearances. 2 outs here, top half of the 7th. The Bulldogs have on 2 runs in the top of the 6th and the top of the 7th. Kieschnick trying to pitch out of this one with runners on the corners. First pitch ball to LaMellon. Also, sophomore right-handed pitcher at Piedmont, Nolan Ledbetter, also wanted to inform me that he's also Kelton Kieschnick's roommate here. That one's sent down the line. Jelly makes a great play, backhanded, throws it over to first, and that one will bounce over Whitmer. Going to call time here, as LaMellon had to leap over Whitmer. Whitmer going to walk it off. Looks like he's okay. As another run came home for the Bulldogs, and yet another error for the Lions. 4 errors tonight.
It's been a tough defensive game so far for the Lions.
10-2. Bulldogs extend their lead. Back to the top of the lineup we go. Thomas Miller. Miller's 2 for 4 tonight with 3 RBIs. He has also scored a run as well. He's going to take a first pitch strike from Kieschnick there. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And it's not every day you see a team score more runs than they do have hits, as the Bulldogs have 10 runs on 7 hits. Everything stays put here. Looks like the Lions will drop 2 out of 3 here. But there's still hope. We're only in the 7th inning of a 9-inning baseball game. Got to be optimistic here. The Lions have come back from more than this before. 10-2, top half of the 7th. It have been 3 innings where the Bulldogs have had scoring outbursts. The 2nd, the 6th, and this top of the half of the 7th. We're in the top half of the 2nd. They scored 5. The 6th, 2, and now here in the 7th, they have brought across 3 Bulldogs. And that all started with a leadoff homer by the 5th-year senior backstop gunner, Rainey. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Kelton Kieschnick out there on the mound. He throws one that will sail out of the zone there. 3 balls and 1 strike. I want to thank all the supporters for Kelton Kieschnick tuning in. Friends and family. 3-1 delivery. That one's sent out to right center field. Swindell going back on it. He's got his glove under it, and he will catch out number 3. Bulldogs extend their lead there in the top half of the 7th. We're going to go stretching here. You are listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. 9-1-2 due up here in the home half of the 7th. We have yet again another pitcher here for the Bulldogs of Adrian College. Jacob Hanoan. Hanoan is from Brownstown, Michigan. Went to Gabriel Richard High School. A senior right-hander. Has made 3 career appearances with a career ERA of 8.31. He's got a irregular windup, to say the least, but it works as he started out Harrison Trawick. No balls and 2 strikes.
Hanoan also is a transfer from Henry Ford Community College.
Trawick gets under that one, sends it down the third base line. O'Keefe will give it a look. Does not have it there. Trawick 0 for 2 thus far with a strikeout and a ground out back to the pitcher. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs here. Home half of the 7th. Lions trying to muster together some runs. And no one sends that one out of the zone now. Runs the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Excuse me. 9-1-2, as I said. Due up, Trawick. He swings under that one. Or excuse me, we'll make contact for the foul tip, because the count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lions, 2 runs on 3 hits, trying to get some hits, put some guys on, get something started. Trawick sends that one back to the pitcher. No one catches it, throws it over to Cassell at first for out number 1. Back to the top of the lineup here, Tyler Sheely. Sheely thus far 1 for 2 with a single, a strikeout, and a walk. Sheely has scored both runs this evening for the Lions, as he scored the first one in the bottom half of the first after a Kyle DeJesus double, and then was brought in by James Whitmer, sac fly and an RBI. Hanoan starts him out with 2 strikes now. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to the senior left fielder. Update here in the 4th quarter. Your Lady Lions have things all but wrapped up. 72-53 with 6 minutes and 15 seconds left. Sheely sends that one back up the middle. Hanoan can't grab it. Second baseman Lamellin throws it to first. And Sheely is safe. Infield single there for Tyler Sheely. Sheely accounts for 2 of the 4 Lions hits tonight. Now stepping up to the plate, the senior backstop, Kyle DeJesus. DeJesus 1 for 2 with a double, a walk, and a ground out in second in 3 plate appearances. DeJesus looks at that one. That's a ball. And no one starts out DeJesus 1-0. The men's basketball team playing a closely contested contest. 59-53. The Lions lead the Panthers with 7 minutes left in that contest. So both of the Lions basketball teams in the lead with just a few minutes left to go. We will keep you updated right here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. If you'd like to see live statistics or even go over there and watch the game, go to PiedmontLions.com and you can see links to both of those categories. Kyle DeJesus able to get ahead and count now. 3 balls, no strikes. 1 out in the home half of the 7th inning. The Lions trying to get some runners home. Trying to start a big rally here in the late innings. And DeJesus will walk on 4 pitches. As now brings up the 3-hole hitter, 5th-year senior second baseman Jack Bartlewski, and we will now see a pinch runner come out of the dugout For DeJesus, that will be sophomore number 15, Heath Waldrop.
Heath had a great play here on Monday night, scoring the run to tie the ball game.
Yeah, if you guys seen that on Twitter, it was, I guess, I wouldn't say blew up, but kind of did blow up a little bit.
Minor blow up.
Yeah, minor blow up. Nearly 18,000 views on the Piedmont Lions baseball Twitter page. Go check that out. Presley and I were on the call.
Lions trying to muster something up here. Get some runs across.
Whiskey's the guy. I mean, if he sends one out of the park here, could cut the deficit down to 5. And he's very capable of doing it. He's hit 1 home run so far this year. And knowing throwing some stuff with some movement on it, he'll even up the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, home half of the 7th. Shealy on second. Bartlewski sends one to second. 4-6-3. Double play. LaMellon, Miller, and then Cassell at first to end the home half of the 7th. Going to the top of the 8th. Lions still trail 10-2 to Adrian College. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Headed to the top half of the 8th inning. Our scoreboard guy, Michael Thomason, coming back up here in the press box there.
Real eye guy tonight. Not grabbing my jacket as well.
10-2. Kelton Kiesnick still out there on the mound. 2-3-4 due up here for the Bulldogs. Leading us off, center fielder, senior Ty Peck. Peck thus far this evening, 0 for 4 with a strikeout.
Peck has had 2 pretty solid games in the plate the first 2 games of this series. 0 for 4 tonight, but
yeah, the only Bulldog to have 2 multi-hit games in this series has not yet to record a hit tonight. Not sure what's going on. The third base coach for the Bulldogs is talking to the Piedmont dugout. I'm not sure for the prolonged intermission here.
home plate umpire has disappeared.
I will say, though, we'll go ahead and tell the ladies and gentlemen at home this. Brady Wood was replaced defensively out there by freshman Alex Joseph in left field. Joseph on deck. And the home plate umpire magically reappears. the drop of a hat. All right, now it's time to play ball. Top half of the 8th. Lions are trailing 10-2 to the 19th nationally ranked Adrian College Bulldogs. And that one is sent up the middle there as Peck, little broadcaster Jinx, has yet to record a hit tonight. Will record his first hit there to lead off the 8th. Now stepping up to the plate, Gunner Rainey, the 5th-year senior, hit a ball to the moon in his last at-bat, a leadoff homer in the top half of the 7th inning. We now have Devin Stefanski in the ball game for the Lions behind the plate as DeJesus was pinch ran for Heath Waldrop, and now Devin Stefanski will come in and be the Lions backstop here in the late innings. Fun fact, Stefanski started tonight, Jacob Valeroy, as they both attended South Effingham High School and were the graduating class of 2019. Kieschnick will throw a strike here to Rainey, even up count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Decided to take that tandem up here to Demorest.
Demorest, Georgia.
Greatest place on earth.
Habersham County. Where else would you rather be? 1-1 delivery there. Fanning will throw one down, and he got it. The sophomore just checked in the game and will get an assist there for out number 1 here in the top of the 8th inning. What an arm there by the young man behind the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here now to the catcher, the opposing catcher, Gunner Rainey. Three-one delivery. Rainey took another daddy hack there, but will just send it back into the ground as that will run the count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The sun has completely set now in these dimmer skies. Nighttime has fallen upon the milk jug. 7:30 local time. Top half of the 8th. Kieschnick on the mound. 3-2 delivery. Ring him up! The sophomore Kelton Kieschnick will record the 2nd out of the inning. And the ball he just struck out Rainey with will sail into right field. 2 outs now. Stepping up to the plate, left fielder Alex Joseph. Joseph pitch hit for the starter, Brady
Wood.
Joseph in his first and only at-bat, ground out the 3rd. Best color commentator in Division III baseball for nothing. Presley Field. Brett Loftus alongside me, Presley Field, Jade Edwards, Michael Thomas, and Christian Castro also working up here with us tonight. Running a little bit of a skeleton man crew as women's soccer, women's basketball, and men's basketball all play today. Women's soccer and women's basketball both being on the campus of Piedmont College, as well as Piedmont baseball.
We're getting it done, though. We're getting it all done.
Got a lot of teams being represented here today, but the majority of these student athletes represented by Piedmont softball. Make sure you tune in to Piedmont College Athletics tomorrow, 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. to see them play. Joseph hits one out to center field. Ball stat will catch out number 3. Headed to the bottom half of the 8th. The Lions trail by 8, 10-2. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Brett Loftus alongside me is Presley Field, and yet the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th pitcher for Adrian College is now out there on the mound.
Number 29, Tyler Usher, the junior from Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Kalamazoo.
He's made one appearance so far this season, pitched an inning and a third, given up 2 hits and 1 earned run. Does not have any walks or strikeouts so far on the season. Kalamazoo.
Now, you know I'm a big Fresh Prince fan. Before we start this home half of the eighth, Carlton sings a song on one of the Fresh Prince episodes, the Kalamazoo, and that's what I think about every time I think about Kalamazoo, Michigan now. But it's time for baseball. And the first pitch from Usher, run in on Whitmer. 4-5-6 due up for the Lions. And that's not Usher, the musician. Tyler Usher on the mound, that is. Whitmer is over 2 with a
cracking yourself up.
Usher with the one. Usher's going to put it at 2-0 now. Tyler Usher, 2-0 delivery off the plate. 3 balls, no strikes here to the sophomore James Whitmer. As we mentioned there, Alex Joseph now playing left field. He came in as a pinch hitter, now playing left field for the Bulldogs. Whitmer able to walk on 4 pitches. And stepping up to the plate now, the 5-hole hitter, number 26, Carter Ballstat. Ballstat, what a surprise, has not had an hit thus far. He is 0 for 3 as he reached via a fielder's choice. Usher will throw it over there at first to check Whitmer. To no oblige. Ballstat going to take that one as Usher will start him out with 1 ball and no strikes here. No outs in the home half for the 8th inning. I just think that's the coolest last name, Usher.
Yeah.
Tyler Usher, Kalamazoo, Michigan. He puts that one in there, and that will be 6 straight balls now from Usher. 2-0 count now. Went to Matawan High School. Two-0 delivery. 7 straight balls now since Usher has came in the game. 3 balls, no strikes, no outs. Home half of the 8th, Lions down by 8 as the Bulldogs have put 10 on the board. 8 hits, 1 error. The Lions 2 runs, 4 hits, and 4 errors so far this evening. Brio delivery. 8 straight balls now from Usher. As there are now 2 walks to lead off the inning. And here steps up sophomore shortstop Scott Lyon. Lyon thus far also 0 for 3 as he has a fly out to right, a ground out to third, and a strikeout. Coming into this ball game, excluding, well, it ended last night, but Lyon has recorded a hit in 5 of the 8 Lions games this year. Make that 9 straight balls. That one gets to the backstop here. Whitmer and Ballstat will advance. And Usher has still yet to throw a strike. Lions trying to come back here. It's never too late to start a rally. Baseball being a timeless game, that being the beauty of it.
Most of the time.
What do you mean there? Finally a strike to even up to count the Lion.
Well, when you're younger, sometimes you want the games to be over. So that's all I meant.
But it's still never a timed game.
I know.
Correct. 1-1 delivery. Lion takes that one. 10 balls thrown by Usher on 11 pitches. Presley Field up here in the booth with me tonight. Brett Loftus, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. That one will knock Lion down. That will now be 3 balls and 1 strike to the sophomore shortstop. And I don't mean to be rude here, but Usher does not have any command whatsoever since coming to the game.
Not so far. I don't think that's being rude. It's just being plain.
And that's only his second strike he's thrown. 13 pitches, 11 balls, and 2 strikes. Full count delivery here. That was fouled up and out of play. Congratulations to our Piedmont Lady Lions. They're headed to the Western Division USA South Championship game as they beat the Brevard Tornadoes by a score of 88-63. As Presley Field loses our game notes there with such excitement. Full count delivery. Lion will foul that one into the backstop. And he'll stay alive yet again.
Thank you.
We have recovered our game notes now. The wind is whipping a little bit down here in Demorest. As now it is 55 degrees and Lions staying alive there. Full count set to be done yet again. Three-two pitch on the way. And it will be strike number 3. Out number 1 here. Now we got a pitch hitter for the Lions. Stepping up to the plate will be freshman Braden Brooks. Brooks is pinch hitting for Connor Jelly. May hear those in the stands yelling Bebo, that being Braden Brooks' nickname here, as he takes the first pitch strike there. Brooks, a freshman here at Piedmont. From Monroe, Georgia, attended Walnut Grove High School, recorded his first collegiate hit against Oglethorpe on February the 23rd. Brooks will take that one behind his head to even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Braden.
And in the men's Western Championship Division game, I'm sorry there, Presley Field, we're going in overtime. It's all tied up at 74-74, going into overtime in that game. That one being on the Grange Panthers Athletic Network. Presley, as you were saying.
Braden, high school teammates of Nathan Boyce.
Nathan Boyce, reliever, coming out of the pen as well. And Usher, yet again, throw ball. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Usher thrown 14 balls, 8 strikes. Brooks will take that one, and a strike from Usher. Run the count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Home half of the 8th. That one is off the plate there. Brooks able to draw a walk. Is now stepping up to the plate. The 5th-year senior, Zach Swindell. Head coach Craig Rainey will come out of the dugout there for the Bulldogs. And we'll take a break here. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube, and yet another pitching change, the 8th pitcher that we have seen here for the Bulldogs.
Probably one of the more experienced guys on the staff, number 13, Pierce Banks, fifth-year senior from Sterling Heights, Michigan, has 244 career innings pitched for Adrian.
Goodness gracious.
Giving up 221 hits, 102 runs, 86 of them being earned, issued 96 walks, but has 223 strikeouts.
And he also has made 39 career starts, including one in 2021. He got a no decision in that start. 5-0 career record as he has went 7 complete games. Pierce Banks has a career ERA of 3.17. Fifth-year senior from Sterling Heights, Michigan. Attended Parkway Christian High School.
Pretty impressive career on the mound for him.
Excuse me, he has a career record of 26-5. He has no career saves is what I was looking at. Career record 26-5. So a very, very good career for this young man from Sterling Heights, Michigan. See what he can do here tonight in Demorest. His 5th year versus 5th years yet again. Zach Swindell stepping up to the plate for the Lions. He is 1 for 3 this evening with a single, a strikeout, and a ground out to third. Swindell has the bases loaded here with 1 out. That was going to be up and in. Swindy has to do a moonwalk to get out of the box there. This is going to be 2-0 count now. Runner on third, Whitmer. Runner on second, Ballstat. And the runner on first, Braden Bebo Brooks. At the plate, Zach Swindell. Takes a cut at that one, foul it into the backstop. Count now stands at 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out here to the 5th-year senior. He takes a hack at that one, and that'll even up the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pierce Banks on the mound for the Bulldogs.
It's a big at bat for Piedmont here if we can score some runs. Possibly get back in the ballgame a little bit.
Down by 8 right now, 10-2. Bulldogs put 5 on the board in top half of the 2nd, 2 on the board top half of the 6th, and 3 on the board top half of the 7th. Swindell able to get a piece of that one down the right field line and into the mini forestry down there. We'll do the 2-2 tango yet again.
Zach putting good swings on the baseball, just fouling them off.
On deck, who would be pinch hitting for Harrison Trawick, senior Ethan Darrow. He started game 1 of this 3-game homestand. Swindell chases a fastball up and out of the zone. And that will be strike number 3. Out number 2, Ethan Darrow coming up to the plate. Senior designated hitter started in game 1 in left field in that 14-inning marathon. Darrow in the season thus far, 5 for 28. Swings through that one. He has a double, a triple, has also recorded 5 RBIs. He is 1 for 2 in stolen base attempts as well. One of the faster guys on the Lions team. He's going to take that one. That will even count at 1 ball and 1 strike. He'll swing through that one. Falls behind now in the count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Banks seems like he's got a good bit of velo coming off the mound. Also got a interesting arm slot.
1-2 delivery off the plate. But will be called a strike. And that will conclude the 8th inning. Headed to the top of the night. The Lions trail by 8. You are listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Top of the 9th, ready to get underway. And the Lions have made another pitching change here. Sophomore Kyle York.
Kyle, a native of Sawtee, Georgia, graduated from Gainesville High School, and he's a transfer from Southern Wesleyan. This will be his first appearance as a Piedmont Lion.
Kyle York, big right-hander out there on the mound. See what he can do against the Bulldogs here in his first appearance as a Lion. It's been out of hand since about the 6th inning. Lions trail 10-2 going into the 9th. Bulldogs 10 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. Lions 2 runs, 4 hits, 4 errors. Got a pinch hitter here for the Bulldogs. Number 5, Andrew Rebar, the junior from Adrian, Michigan. So staying at home. York will start him off here with a high fastball. Stefanski will drop it. That'll be a one ball, no strikes to Rebar.
Yeah, York's got sort of a hitch in his windup.
Rebar takes that one on the inner half. That'll even count up at 1 ball and 1 strike.
But personally speaking, from watching him in practice, it's weird, but it works.
One delivery from York. Rebar will take that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. York, first work as a Lion. Attended Southern Wesleyan University last season. 1-2 delivery. Congratulations to Kyle York. First strikeout as a Piedmont Lion here. And that will be out number 1 in the top of the 9th inning. Traven Grosser now stepping up to the plate for the Bulldogs. We've seen him in the first 2 games of this series, as last night Grosser, also a late inning replacement, went 0 for 0 with a walk in 1 plate appearance. Takes the first pitch strike there from York. Southern Wesleyan University, if you're not familiar with that, up near Clemson in South Carolina. Up my way in the 8-6-4. That'll even count 1 ball and 1 strike to Grosser.
York also attended Gainesville High School, where Sam Carpenter attended high school as well.
Grosser, senior from Portland, Michigan, takes that one. That'll now run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two delivery. Make those first 2 outs. Strikeouts. Kyle York will ring them up.
Now batting for the Adrian Bulldogs and pitching for Joe Cassell. Number
Aaron Valentine pinch hitting for Joe Cassell.
8, Aaron Valentine.
Stepping up to the plate. We also seen Valentine make the start last night at first base for the Bulldogs. He went 0 for 3 in that start. He will ground the first pitch off of the plate here. No balls, 1 strike.
York doing a good job getting ahead of these hitters, striking out those first 2 guys, really showing his stuff out here in his first appearance as a Lion.
He struck out the first 2 guys. Now has the opportunity to strike out the side, as that one's sitting in foul territory. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top half of the 9th inning. And it is official, ladies and gentlemen. Your Piedmont men's basketball team advancing to the finals in the USA South Western Division Championship, as they beat LaGrange in overtime, 85-83. So the Lady Lions soccer team, the Lady Lions basketball team, and the men's basketball team all successful here on March the 3rd of 2021. Lions having a great day, athletically speaking. Cal York will get Valentine to roll over that one. Bebo, Braden Brooks makes the play to end the top half of the night. The Lions have 1 more shot, down by a score of 10-2. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here, Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. The Lions with 1 more shot here. Bottom of the 9th, down by 8, 10-2. Adrian College Bulldogs looking to finish off this game and take the series win. Leading us off here, 1, 2, 3, top of the lineup, Tyler Sheely. Sheely thus far 2 for 3. So he has 2 singles, a strikeout, and a walk. Also has scored both, should I say, of the Lions' runs this evening. Pierce Banks still out there on the mound for the Bulldogs. He will even up count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, we'd like to thank everyone that did come out to Loudermilk Field this evening. Thankful to be able to have fans back here. Check out PiedmontLions.com for that attendance policy. If you are a family member, you can request your student athlete to request to have you at a game. 2 family members per student athlete allowed at each contest, outdoor contest that is. To see more specific rules and regulations, again, attend PiedmontLions.com for those policies. I'd also like to thank Danielle Percival, Troy Wyman, and Joe Garwood, our great athletic communications staff here at Piedmont College. Also like to thank Jade Edwards, Michael Thomason, and Christian Castro for working up here with us tonight in the press box. And as always, great color man Presley Field. Tyler Sheely out there at the plate. He's able to run the count full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. We'd also like to thank our viewers, most importantly. Thank you for your support of both us and your student athletes, your family. Thank you guys so much. Sheely will strike out to start the start the bottom of the 9th inning. Now stepping up to the plate will be Devin Stefanski. You saw Stefanski come in as a defensive replacement after DeJesus was pinch ran for. Fanny making his first at-bat of the evening here. Stefanski will take that one. No balls, 1 strike to the sophomore backstop. Stefanski has played in 1 game thus far, has not recorded an at-bat, recorded a walk in his only plate appearance. He's behind in the count now, no balls, 2 strikes, excuse me. No balls, 2 strikes. Delivery from Banks. And Banks will ring up another line here. 2 outs. The last hope is going to be in the form of Cameron Jackson, senior catcher. Going to pinch hit for Jack Bartlewski here. Cam Jack, his nickname as it is known, has appeared in 2 games, made 1 start, is 0 for 3 at the dish. He has been able to draw 1 walk this season. Banks will fire a first pitch strike in there to him to start Jackson out. No balls and 1 strike. Strike number 2 to the senior backstop, Jackson. 3 out of the 4 of the Lions catchers have appeared in this game. DeJesus starting, Stefanski coming on as defense replacement. Now Cameron Jackson pinch hitting here in the 9th. Banks throws one up and out of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. The Lions are down to their final strike against 19th nationally ranked Adrian College. Jackson gets a hold of one, deep right field. He pips it because why not? It is gone. And the Lions are not dead yet. A home run here in the bottom of the 9th inning down to their final out, their final strike. And Cameron Jackson absolutely does an amazing pip job there. Touch 'em all, young fella. The Lions are now down by 7. And shows a lot of character. I want to point that out. Could just go up there, you could swing it 3 pitches, and you could say, let's go home. But Cameron Jackson went up there, showed a lot of poise at the plate, and he sends one well over the fence. I think that one might have went to the Swanson Center right down the road. That ball was hit a ton.
Yeah, that was a shot.
That was a shot. Almost seen Cam Jack hit one here last year. We're calling that Pfeiffer series. Presley and I went just about 2 feet foul. But no, that one didn't go foul. He got every stitch of that baseball. Cleanup hitter James Whitmer up to bat. He's ahead in the count now, 2-0. Make that 3-0. As the Lions, if they could muster together some runs, could get a 2-out rally here. They are down by 7. But baseball, a timeless game, as we pointed out. 3 balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs to the sophomore first baseman. Whitmore will take that one. And that is a 5-pitch walk. Carter Ballstat, junior center fielder, stepping up to the plate. He's trying to keep that hitting streak alive as he is 0 for 4 thus far this evening. Ballstat has a 4-game hitting streak coming into this game. He's got to take that one up and out of the zone there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, Carter been really hot at the plate as of late. Really showing off all his talents he has on the baseball field.
Ballstat, pitch 5 in the 3rd innings. Pitching, he's going to send one out to right center. Actually, that's just going to be popped up in the air. The first baseman, Valentine, able to get under that one. And the final score from Louder Milkfield will be 10-3. Post-game show here. I'm Brett Loftus. Alongside me is Presley Field. The Lions will drop this one to 19th nationally ranked Adrian College Bulldogs. And that means they drop the series 2-1. Lose the first game in a marathon. 14 innings. Win yesterday 10-5. And then lose today 10-3. And Presley, what are your final thoughts from this game?
I thought it was a good series overall. One of the top 2 teams in the country being, Adrian and Piedmont. I thought it was a good series. Errors and walks kind of defined this game tonight. But overall, a competitive series, and overall, moving forward, I think Piedmont shouldn't hang their heads, but just got to come back out here next game. And
if you can't take anything else positive away from this game, you could take that 9th inning shot positive away from Cameron Jackson. We've only seen Cam Jack take 3 ABs all year. His senior season, he absolutely crushes it. Comes up there and sent that one to the moon. That right field fence is 330. I'd say he hit about all of 380, maybe even nearly 400 feet of that baseball. 10-3, final score. And the Lions will be back in action Sunday, not here in Demorest, as they will be traveling to Alabama to play Edgewood College in Madison, Alabama. Doubleheader at 12 p.m. and 3:30 p.m. The Lions will not be back in Demorest until March the 19th, when they play March the 19th, 20th, and 21st, their next homestand against Huntington College. And that will be their first home conference series of the season. Thank you to all our fans. Thank you to all our staff. And thank you, Presley Field, for being here with us tonight. Final score, 10-3. The Lions drop Game 3 to the Bulldogs. Thank you all for tuning in. Stay safe. May God bless you all. You are listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube.